Technicolor and the Special K. Coke cans, newsstands passing me by. You set the streets on fire and I feel so alive. Girl, you got it going on, you got it going on. Yeah, you got it going on, that natural magic. Girl, you got it going on, you got it going on. Yeah, you got it going on, that natural magic. I had them black dogs howling, but you chased them away with your holy visions and the holy name. Yeah, you keep on shaking it, yeah, you're turning me on. You're my little white rabbit, you're my smoking gun. Girl, you got it going on, you got it going on. Yeah, you got it going on, that natural magic. Girl, you got it going on, you got it going on. Yeah, you got it going on, that natural magic. Yeah, you got it going on. You know I know you got it. You got that natural. Seeks, geeks, lepers and creeps, wizards and witches, Jesus freaks. You got it going on, you got it going on. Yeah, you got it going on, that natural magic. Girl, you got it going on, you got it going on. Yeah, you got it going on, that natural magic. You got that natural. You know I know you got it. You got that natural. Seeks, geeks, lepers and creeps, wizards and witches, Jesus freaks. You got it going on, you got it going on.
Coming up on the first pitch, and today on the hill, Kyle Gibson. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Jason Hayward, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That's way outside. 2-0. Left-hand batter waits. That one missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Next pitch is outside.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. One run across in the frame so far, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. There's a strike. In the air to left down the line. Donovan drifts towards it, and that is a foul ball. The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Gorman under it. Corrals it, and there's one down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. The home run, a big part of the equation when it comes to this offense, Singy. They're one of the better clubs in the league in terms of putting runs up via the homer.
Yeah, and that makes them even more dangerous because they're going to get their hits, but they're also going to get those home runs and have runners on base, which is multiple runs out of one swing. So, yeah, you really have to try to manage a team like this and keep them contained. You can't give up extra outs, whether that be via an error or a walk.
One down, base is empty. Next offering is outside.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
That missed by a lot. And now 3-1. One out, base is empty. Now this is in the air down the line. And that is a foul ball. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And the first offering is not close. The pitch. Not close with that one, and it's 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one not close. 3-0. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Man at first, one away. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. And a pitch. Got him looking. Too long.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Bounced up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a play, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Not even close there. And that's ball one.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
First inning, and already up to 23 pitches.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, two outs.
3 balls, no strike.
Andy Pajes waiting to bat for the Dodgers. And there's the automatic.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Win. Slings it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Dance a little, was it? Come on, kiss a little, so there's something about the way you look tonight. Well, come on, baby, dance a little.
Back here in St. Louis, and on the hill for the Dodgers, Bobby Miller. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Ripped on a line to center. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger in.
Now a rocket to right center, way back there, and forget it, it's out of here. He circles the bases, and this game is tied. It's 1-1.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. That one at triple digits. He is an absolute flamethrower, of course, and you don't have to watch very long, and the radar gun is lighting right up.
Well, you can see all the fans looking at the scoreboard after each pitch. I don't think you see it.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double. Chris, it seems like more and more pitchers are training to up that velocity.
Yeah, and they're understanding efficiency as well from mechanics, from biomechanics. These pitchers are paying attention. They're trying to get better, and they're trying to get an edge.
And at second with one away. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Fastball for a strike. Location as well with the velocity. So many of these hard throwers are working up in the zone, at least in part, to combat the launch angle swing, right?
Yeah, and if you're effective with that pitch where you can throw it at the top of the zone as a strike that can be called, now you can start to elevate and try to get that swing and miss with 2 strikes.
Yeah, they get the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and that gives them a lead. It's 3-1. He ambushed it right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Siggy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boo, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Lars Nootbaar in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two down, nobody on. That one ripped left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So 2 down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And that one fouled off. Two outs and one in scoring position. In the air to left center. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Second inning set to go. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The wind of the pitch.
And
that's outside.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. The wind to kick the 2-0.
Reno.
And a foul ball. The wind and the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Outside, and that is ball 4. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Outside. Ball 1. The Dodgers trailing by 2 here at the top of the second. Next pitch misses way outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And another ball. Next pitch in for a strike. 3-1. Popped up middle of the diamond. Under it. And there's one away.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Fouled off. He was late. Pajes leads off first with one away. Next offering way off the plate. And there's a ball. Outside. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Goldie. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
Well, that was a good job to make sure he had a good handle on the baseball to get off a strong throw. And sometimes guys will rush that, and that's the difference. Right there, it ended up being a close play, but he got it.
Here's Jason Hayward. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. At the belt and fires. That one way outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And that's outside. That misses. And now 3-1. Mookie Betts up next for the Dodgers. Three-1 is on the way. Foul ball there. Man on second, 2 down. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. A 3-run dinger. His 13th home run of the season, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 4-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Base is empty with 2 away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Foul ball. The wind of the pitch. That's outside, and the count is 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 outs, base is empty. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Will Smith waiting to bat for the Dodgers. 2 outs. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back after this on the show. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Nolan Gorman.
The second baseman.
Miller back to work. And that one lifted in the air center field. Kiermaier under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And here's the rookie center fielder. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. He's in there.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
To the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Liner caught at second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Alec Burleson. He's already homered in this game.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Line drive, Adam in center field. The Cards leave one, score holds at 4-3. Back here in St. Louis, on to the third inning. The batter now will be Will Smith.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
1-0.
Way outside, ball 1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Wouldn't chase that time. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Fastball for a strike. High fly ball out towards left field. And it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 5-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And next for L.A., Gavin Lux. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Lux measures 6 feet 2 inches. 26 years old. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. Righty to the plate. And ball 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
2-1.
And the next pitch is way outside. And another ball. Kicks and deals. And that's in for a strike.
3-2.
Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Next to hit, Miguel Rojas. Grounded out to short in his first trip. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. That missed by a lot. Going to count 1 and 2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
That misses the zone. It's 2 and 2. Wouldn't chase that time. The pitch. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
The left fielder,
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The walk and a run scored his first time. Left field, way back there. Donovan going back. Out of here. Second home run of the inning for them. And they add a pair. It's 7-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
1 out, base is empty. Kevin Kiermaier getting ready to hit.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The first baseman, number 8.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Grounded out his first time. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. And delivers outside. That's way outside, and that's ball 3. That one fouled off. And the 3-1. Pulls that one foul. second. The 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he deals. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Man at first, Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. That's hard hit on the line. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Here's Nolan Arenado. There's a line drive to left field. Kiermaier makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals. Doubled in his first AB. That one drilled left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Contreras headed home. He'll score easily. It's 7-4.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Paul Goldschmidt next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Nootbaar rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and it's now a 2-run game. Throw is high and over his head.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner at third, 2 gone. And up next for St. Louis, Nolan. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. A massive home run, and it ties it up. It's 7-7. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now the center fielder. Line drive, caught. So they get 4 in the inning and have it evened up again. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 7-7. Back here at Busch Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jason Hayward. New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Matthew Liberatore.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And the pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And that's outside. The lefty fires. And another ball. Next pitch misses way outside. Out towards right center field. Newt Barr on the move. Pulls it in for the out. One away.
The batter, the right fielder.
Here's Mookie to hit. 1 for 2.
They've been so good about responding when the other team scores, coming back in the next half inning and putting something on the board themselves.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-7. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Base is empty, 1 away. And up next for Los Angeles, Freddie Freeman. And fires in a fastball at 95. The shortstop takes a ball. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. That's outside. Ball 3. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here comes a 3-2. This one popped up right side. Has a beat on it. 2 away now.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's the catcher to hit, Will Smith. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Arenado sizes this one up. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 8-7. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn. And the right-hander back to work. That one ripped left field. Gone! And we're level. It's 8-8. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity. But in this case, it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Lifted in the air, right center field. Betts sizing this one up. And there's one down.
The catcher, number 40.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boo, he's so valuable. Does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle of the order type.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. An absolute smash to left. His 16th homer of the year, and they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 9-8.
Sure, there's a big grin on his face right now, Boo. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And now Brendan Donovan. Lux. Over to first. 2 out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
2 outs, base is empty. Nolan Arenado next up for the Cardinals. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Not in time, it's a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So man aboard, and now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 10-8.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases.
Man at second here with 2 away. Paul Goldschmidt digs in now. Here he is in a spot where he makes most of his money against left-handed pitching. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
Man at second. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one is back. Hauls it in on the warning track. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's now a 10-8 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux.
Gavin Lux.
The pitch. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
1 strike.
And that's outside.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
This one high in the air to left center. On the move to the alley. He's got it. And there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Rojas. He's 0 for 1. Outside. 1-0. That one missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Wouldn't chase that time. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Man at first with one gone. Stepping in, Andy Pajes. And there's a ball.
Okay.
Here comes a pitch.
2-0.
Rojas at first, one gone. And another ball. And there's the automatic. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. That to right, on his way over. Brings it in.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Here's Kiermaier now. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. When you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Wouldn't chase that time.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
2-0. He delivers outside.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Enrique Hernandez up next. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Shohei Ohtani. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Nolan Gorman. And a pitch. Hit hard, that gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Here's the center fielder. Right down the chute. That's strike one. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Daniel Hudson up and throwing. Stone warming up as well. Left-hand hitter waits. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Gorman rounds second on his way to third. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's 11-8.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
The batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
Now the throw to first on the run. Close play, but in there.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
Next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Puts a bunt down. Lux. Got him on the off-balance throw. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Wilson Contreras next up for the Cardinals.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one fouled hard the other way.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Win the runner at second with 1 away. Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. 13-8 is our score.
What an aggressive secondary lead. That ball was smoked to left. To be able to score from second, not only great speed, but great instinct as well.
New pitcher now, Gavin Stone.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Gets the bunt down the right side. Hernandez. Acrobatic throw for 1, and that's all they'll get.
Now batting.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Man at first, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Arenado. Lays down a bunt to the right side. On to first. Gets him easily, ends the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. The Cardinals lead it 13-8. And we're back. Here's Kike Hernandez.
The first baseman, number 8.
Hernandez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 32 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And here it comes. That one not close. Ball 2. And another ball. And that's ball 4.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Jason Hayward. Ball 1 there.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Wouldn't chase that time. And that's in for a strike. Down the middle for a strike. And it's 3-2.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
The Cardinals leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Up next to the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
First and second here, no outs. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And he's gone yard again. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 13-11.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 3.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That one pulled foul.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. And a pitch.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on.
Now batting, catcher, Will Smith.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch, not close. And another ball. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Ground ball, Goldie. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Gavin Lux.
Gavin Lux, the next to hit. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Goldie makes the catch, and that'll do it. Mookie Betts with the big strike in the inning. To the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
This is what I'm made for. Every single moment that I'm living, I can feel it on the stage floor. You don't know the half of what I've given to make it up to this level.
Back here in St. Louis, now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
This my lifestyle. I ain't never gonna change for nobody.
And a pitch. Swung on, belted. Back there. Say goodbye to that one. That was blasted to the moon. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 14-11. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. In for a strike. 0-1. Right-handed reliever. Bunted back towards the mound. The throw to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman,
Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. And he lays down a bunt. And he grabs it foul. One down, base is empty. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Rojas whips it to first on the run. Beats him to the bag for an out on the bunt.
the center fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder. And a bunt towards third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and look smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done. And the defense right there stood no chance.
So the batting order turns over. Mason Wynn now at the plate. Popped up. And a foul ball.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And he drops it down the third baseline. Scoops it up barehanded to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
You've always had connections. Got down the opportunity for you to be progressive. My body's just a vessel for me to share this message. Invested in my wreckage. Hope you gather this perspective.
Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
This one popped up. And that ends the inning. St. Louis tacks on 1 with a homer. We're through 6 full. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. The wind to kick the pitch. Not even close there, and it's 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time. The wind to kick the 2-0. And another ball. And there's ball 4. Now at the plate, Andy Pajes.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 14-13. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
So up next, Kevin Kiermaier. Lifted in the air down the left side. Brings it in. And there's one away.
The first baseman, number 8,
Kike Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Kyle Leahy.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And the first offering is not close.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
2 balls, no strike.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Not close with that one, and it's 3-0. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Settles under it, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
the batter, the designated hitter, Jason.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Jason Hayward steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Way outside, and now it's even 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball. Mookie Betts to bat next. Two outs. Sliced hard but foul. Payoff pitch. High fly ball down the left field line. On the move. He's got it. And that is that. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the 7th. Now, Wilson Contreras.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it into the second deck. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 15-13.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So they turn things over to the righty, Daniel Hudson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit. The pitch. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Hernandez. The flip to the pitcher covering. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. Nolan Arenado next up for the Cardinals. Bunting for a hit. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Lo conseguí, se me dio. La vida al fin tomó color. Vida al palo. Buena para.
Trying to bunt his way on. On to Hernandez. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out.
No, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
Then here's Paul Goldschmidt. Bunts it in the air. Rojas makes the grab on the run. One for the Cardinals on the solo home run. 8th inning coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Oh, they call it comma. Back then you'd hit me up and it make me nervous. Young girl, big dreams, thinking I was foolish. I'm not proud or weak, I let my reputation speak. Nothing.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Mookie Betts will get us started. The wind of the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
That one not close. And the count even 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. Turns and fires to Betts. And another ball. And there's a base hit to left. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The shortstop takes the ball. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Falling behind 2-1. And that's outside.
Calling this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Will Smith up next for the Dodgers. Tying run at the plate. Freeman hits it in the air. Sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's one down.
Up next to the Dodgers, the catcher, Will Smith.
Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Pitch misses there, and that is ball one. And that's outside. Betts stands at first with one out. Wouldn't chase that time.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
The tying run at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The pitch. Up the middle, stops it on a slide. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Brent Honeywell Jr. comes on now. He's been so good against lefties. And here is Nolan Gorman.
The second baseman,
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Well struck right field. And it hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
So a man aboard. Here's the center fielder. And a bunt back at the pitcher. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. Gibson win. Next up for the Cardinals. Now a bunt towards third. Grabs it barehanded. Save. Good effort. But now the bases are loaded.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
My body just a vessel for me to share this message. Invested in my wreckage, hope you gather this perspective. Presage to the blessing that I'm proud to be mentioned.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Golden opportunity right here. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
A bunt and it's popped up. Hernandez holds it in on the run.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Wilson Contreras. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Bunts it back towards the pitcher. On to Hernandez. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, Brendan Donovan. So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. 2 outs, bases loaded. Nolan Arenado digs in now. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And strike 2. Win at second. Donovan at first. 2 out of the inning. Struck him out looking. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 9th inning coming up. Cardinals out in front, 16-13. Back here in St. Louis, all set to start the 9th in this one. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. Manager signals over, and how about this? The intentional walk signal to the leadoff hitter.
The third baseman,
Miguel Rojas will hit next. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
The Redbirds leading by 3 here at the top of the 9th. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. There's one. Relay to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now a chance for Andy Pages, and everyone is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. headed towards the corner, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
The batter, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Outfield playing pretty shallow. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
The first baseman, number 8.
Enrique Hernandez. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases.
Now batting,
Jason Hayward steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Up the middle, Gorman.
I'd say you're lying if you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.
High-scoring ball game in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Thanks for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.